so eda from boko enyumei wo mo ebo yichi do my DKFM TV news no ye de ebesomo
talent microfinance and so this kasem and abe German so so bibia asene into dia ne so pe bia ya jisika nsi ho ne ye ketu ebe besia no mo de be ma wo na betimi dia show die mu kena se be adwuma wo ye no betimi apage mu dia wo se bra sanse sika ne die omo di bebre na ne ndoso puo mu na abadodo mu ne se ne opani bia no e ya de se talent microfinance o mbenya bi e di amount wo dia san hyehyeye ene afi contract a omo no be yodo nsa be hye nkrata ase no ti ase be ye adwuma eno asom du sika ma na de akwakoye adwuma wo dia ne se de ombe ka no di super pepe ekoba sa dia ene oni omu enya asem se ne hyehyeye ne tie no sa pepe ne be kwa ma wo ene wutu ya betue mu no na bibia no akonkan na akoye dia ma afin so obi da baby omo hwe so ye omo nkra ne ye mfa ma wa talent omo yes adwumedie no ewo ho into betimi so de akwa akoto wo no makache no ma hwe so kama na ohaw bia embechire emfa mamantam bebre ni mu die enam no kwaridie ene ahoden so ni tumi so se ne omo ye omedwuma fa no o matretre o mataban ewo mu krabatan die bebre die ben wo no twipre omo a talent microfinance obehwa yosika semi ye etimedia ma
that about tech hub and so eton phones ene ho academia say Infinix iPhone Samsung yam Techno nini anu kopie mu awo dada ba tech hub aso ya wonsa ebetimi akan bi wo mo ewo phones ho academia bi se phone chargers battery airpod earpiece nini anu dada ba tech hub ewo bi ewo sa won kan mantem ha no wo ma bro scientist no wo mo ebutu kaneshi wo mo na takwa station no ana bonhwe ni ma obetimi akoho na wakoji phones papa ewo se nyumrei wo mo so ebo ye trido my DKFM TV news no ye de ebesumu asida kese nkonfama eye ndwume kowe na asa bebia no motimi ede omani monyam eta ye chi ma edin no sia news no ye de ebesumu elhosa na ndensem no edoso ye papa ne ade ebedimo akotini ebia ne sende ana Chief Justice eye Maame Gertrude Tokono wo ne nsem twofo enyankita hode a wo de nsem dodo na etudwa ye de muntwemu ye de ebeba abesumu
ye be kon ono mwenya for Michael Kwe wono na e kase wo che said the update to ye ni afin so metimu asebe ban pipi amani okọ ni mu no na ene ehu na be hia ye se sa nipa kono ye be gya ne kwan
de adwede nsem enso ebeka ho ede ama eya Johnson asiedu nketia a oye national chairman edema the National Democratic Congress NDC amani okọ na ndedwe wo mo eyi ni se board chair edema Ghana Port and Harbours Authority eno ti de brekese we ana akwa Johnson asiedu nketia
ewa ho sepe ensem so kwame ujin a oye yumtuni wo man Ghana ha wo de nanu bi sema ba betu dwa fa niema hodo a wo fe mo enei nyankopon ebie wie mama na ni din ashata o man mu baabia
ebusuafo we ne nsem ene afoforo pi enwumre yabo ano ayede ebesom se KFM TV news mekai wo se enwumre news ye abefontentam fidie no Facebook ene YouTube KFM TV GH etwagu wo ni to betimi akohwe bi na wa share na wa like na wa dwenche no so wo de gu ase amai kama ehosa mrebe ma ye be kan nya ede ama enwumre akenkan fa wo ti yenka me Maame Esi Nkrumah meni minuaba
Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia mejeso ye twa ye ho abasisi ye ba ye hwensem nase
Shemamba yegusua edamwase esan emama kwaba se enwumre yimuguso etimu TV ho na mo cheke FM TV news na news ya be fontentam fidie no Facebook any YouTube etwagu wo ho no tubetimi akohwe bi na wa share enso ede aman ye hyensem na se enwumre ede ama odia ende due ana Chief Justice a wo mo suspended no Maame Gertrude Araba Tokono woni semchofo hia ya wo mo etwetwe nkomo na woni kasemu no anodi tudwa wo chem se process ene kwan a ndc amani okono edine fa so ne suspension ya no wo che se oba Ghana mrema sa suspension process no wono de enye emra enfama no wochemu se wonji ntum de bia da sa de we wo mo hwe ede aye no esan se okwa Ghana constitution mu a beebi ani ho aya tro se wo se wo fa sa kwan ne so edi suspended wono chief justice eye Maame Esi Tokono na nsem we wodi tudwa eye nda June bosmini da etoso eduonu enum e wa fimpinuni eduonu enum emra woni nsem twofo hia etwetwe nkomo ho ana Maame Esi Tokono wodi nsem we na etudwa.
Historic. In all of Ghana's 68-year history as an independent republic, there has never been a hearing for the removal of the Chief Justice. One would therefore have hoped that if such a process becomes necessary, it would provide good guidance and precedent for nation building. Unfortunately, every step of the removal process being undertaken against me is being done in a manner that breaks every rule on how justice is delivered in our country. And this is why I find the need to draw the nation's attention to the serious violations of the Constitution and law in the process, and the danger it holds for the development of the nation's democracy.
Chief Justice and say aminoka say sa di brene nkita ni biem no woto aso di na bi sem to dwa e na wo chem se bia ya wo meye do lodge proceedings ahodo ne koso ne honkro no ba no wo chem se ka no ya eye ne yaw san se sa bre no e no no ankasa ne wo fa wo hwe no gina na namo nso mo no so enei wo ko suku be gina mpempen so a wo gina sisi anite ko ba se ye bodin na ehon so na sa dwumedie yi ba be koso dia na chesa adane ni sum adane na reho wo chem sa afia pema hankro e de owotwe ba ko 1981 e na sa dwumedie koso enam so ma ono ankasa ne wo fa fa muti na nanom e won sie do ne asra form yen santi bia ya ye du lodge no wo kaya na adane na reho pa nti nsem we nso no san so de to aso bra one nsem hwefo etwetwe nkomo.
In the planning of the murder of judges on June 30th, 1981. And this can be read about in the special investigative report on that terrible event in our nation's history. It will be recalled that there was a Major Samapa, a military officer who was killed with the 3 High Court justices, who was the director of human resource of Gihok. He was my uncle and my guardian when I entered the University of Ghana in September 1980. I was also living with him at the time he was abducted and murdered. Was Edu Lodge chosen for my inquiry to make me feel insecure? I think so. And I continue to hold the view that there's no reason why a judicial hearing is being conducted behind the high walls of Edu Lodge.
Ebusia for yedimu free Chief Justice Maame Esi Tokono ni semi so a ende ana NPP amenyo kon wo muhia ya wo mo elanche wo mo parties new certificate award institution a edin a eda so Patriotic Institute na wo dwumede national ekukudam for bebre na ne bom homodin ekopiem ewase NPP wo mo general secretary Justin Kodua sa enso so ana minority leader onmonyam for Alexander Afenyomakens ana NPP mpenifo dodo na ebom homodin ekopiemu ewo dwumede na se a wo mo elanche Patriotic Institute ya mo chese no yade a ebeboa ade achechwe bebre na abrenipa dodo no ewo man Ghana han no so ebeboa ama NPP ekono etimi ejina ne nan so ye papa enu ti launching ekoso no ana KFM TV ye boy homodin etwa bi ede bremo
Rado. Thank you very much. We shall wait to save Ghana. The only advantage, the winning symbol. We shall win to save. We shall win to save Ghana. We shall win to save the elephant is the
Ebusia wasa dwumedie no ase na enka ne mampani John Ajekonkofo no so edina disem tu dwana chese party no wo mehie mu ede aye busua ba kwa hu behia se futuo ne niema hodo a wo mo hwe ani mu se niema bi ankoye nam so man kugo komo mo afimpimienu ne aduonu nan abatu a etwagu ye no saa so ne ehwe ani sa afimpimienu ne aduonu wo twa abatu eda ye ni mu ninkunu bi ebetimi akọ ede ama mo enum na o chese bibia betimi akoye na niema ahodo ne sesan mapa betimi akoso ameni okọ ne mu dia na ehu behia yi sese bio adwin poniti mu po edo mu timu no ewo so mo esesa ne ekoba saa dia de omo hwe ani mu eye nkunu bi abotire no ebetimi aba na emom na ankoye saa na se bi obi adwin senyo no pedia ebeye di ye pa setumi no ebeko edi amom efuto ni nhwemu no say no de to aso.
If we want power, we want to present a person who would be convincing to the generality of the electorate. Can this man we are presenting help solve problems for the community at large, so the benefit spreads across the board for all? We look at that this way, we tell the truth for ourselves. We may see that the way we've been brushed by our opponents from way back, oh, you are a tribal party, oh, this is we are including even religion. You do that, and it comes from our mouths, then I tell you we are perpetuating. What we should be doing, it has a deep God we've been put in there. If we do not change our minds and do not think critically, and then seek solutions through hard thinking, I'm telling you, that would, look, we wouldn't be the first party that went out of operation. I can't mention it, but a party that used to be like
Ebusia for enunti mampeni dada John Ajekonkofo ne sema wodi tudwa ewo dwumedie na se no eno ana yetwa bi edbecho na ema ode ne sem ebewie no ana anka ne Speaker of Parliament Honorable Professor Aaron Michael Kwe wono so editudwa wochim se siade NPP amani okono eyade a wo mo behwa man kabom ene ba koye aba party mu ye papa enunti wo a wo party ma obehwe ama ntawantawa impapemu abemu de enya ade a wo betena ho ahwe o sa nipa no wo behwe na party so be yiwe frimande a ene obebo mo homode ayesade esa se NPP amani okono bemu a asumdwe ba koye ene odo ene wo mo ntam nti wo mo ntina ho mo bi emfa mpapemu emba party ne emu semwe ana Professor Aaron Michael Kwe wode tudwa ewo dwumedi no.
I saw with my eyes the spirit of respect and cooperation among all of them, like Dankwa and Busia and Dombo did. Throughout the campaign, nobody said anything untoward about anybody. I can assure you. And they went about telling us delegates. I was a delegate, as Secretary of Greater Accra. I was the first Secretary of Greater Accra in the party. Those were honorable men, honorable men. One of them is sitting there with honor as our former president. We all learned from this. And I remember carefully when President Kufuor was about to leave office in dignity and honor, and we had our Congress in 2007 in Lagos. We followed that style. When we went around the country, we followed that style. Everybody, President Kufuor, Honorable Akpo, who said him there seated. I was a contestant who lost. We all went on one tangent. What will I do if fortune should smile on me and I should be elected? And what have I done before? I am praying all persons who are possible aspirants. Let us be as the old patriotic people did. everybody what you yourself have done in your life before, what you have done in the party, and what you will do for Ghana if you should have the luck of being elected presidential candidate of the MP. If we should do that, this party will be successful. I want to remind you finally about the cost of this unity. The cost of this unity. Our party, the year 1979, when we had the elections that brought Liman of the PNP to power, was divided.
Say a ben for my care on the queen, and some ahodo the two jar LG media no I say no near which swide and the new patriotic party and people menu kono one efa. Na ye kwae yon munya for Dennis Miracle Abuajo na communication director the new patriotic party and people menu kono bra. E ya fimpi mienu ne aduonu na ye ba beto abanimo no no so neto nkra efri Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na kache na numu ne nei woni nsentwefo ehia twetwe nkomo e na odi tu dwa echrem se sisi ano ube piem wo man Ghana ha de ne ndi samani okonu esusu edwen se sisi ade o man na yeye sanse o mama dollar no aba form city na ho de no kwa na ekosoro ne makoyie obi aho atono na numu no mo che se yen mbu nkompon hwe echi eye fom agudie twenam kwan mra kwan so e galamsey no eno so de na mpanyifo ya fa sanse no so ye ne ma hodo a eteti o man na ya hwe ne anye bibi amfa wan chime eba no ahwa ebedi edokono kwan timpanyifo hwe na sene omoji abasobode so ma ya ade omoye o man ni ye no omfo mani so hwe ho sanse no so ka o man no enchechi ye ne nimpuntu ne nkan kro nchemu a monyan for Dennis Miracle Abuaje body to jano eni.
You promise the people specific things you will do. You've been 6 months in office. You've sacked 35,000 Ghanaians out of office, terminated the appointments. You've done all manner of things. You've claimed 100 BOG staff. You've claimed yes. You've claimed glory for all manner of things. But Galamsey, you haven't been able to deal with it. It is getting worse. The TUC told the president to his face that Galamsey has escalated. Your constituency chairman, Upper Denshire East, so many other constituencies, they are in our water bodies, destroying it, digging out the gold. The security agencies are being accused of protecting illegal mining sites. You are doing nothing about it. All you are doing is the same old thing that was being done, which you criticized and said you will not do it. What about the specific things you promised? And the painful thing is that the easiest, the lowest hanging fruit of all your promises in the fight against Galamsey, which was the repeal of the LI 2462. You couldn't do it. You've gone to amend it. And you haven't even had the courtesy to come and tell the people why you failed to fulfill that simple promise. You couldn't do any of those things. None. But you see, the ones that are wicked, the wicked ones, the ones that will serve your parochial interest, those things that you said whilst you're in opposition, that advances your political group, those ones, you come and you do it with alacrity. What are the things? You said you cannot work with this Chief Justice. You said it in opposition. That this Chief Justice, you want to fix the judiciary, but you cannot do it with the same Chief Justice. Barely 3 months in office, under 120 days, you are hounding the Chief Justice, put her on trial, public ridicule. You are removing the Chief Justice like you are removing an SRC president. That promise, you are doing it with speed. That promise that fulfills your political ego, you are doing it with excitement. Today, our Chief Justice, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, historically, never in the history of this country, is fighting for survival. She's moving up and down. She's being searched like a criminal before she enters committee meetings. She's not being, she doesn't even have a voice. That you are doing with speed. Galamsey is striving. You told your party people, your party lawyers. Hamza was there. In Ho, I saw him that day. Because that day I was in Ho for a program. And he was there with the NDC young lawyers. You told them that you feel that Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has fudged our court with partisan people. And so your NDC people, Hamza is likely to be a judge if he wants to be. But can you imagine Hamza, a judge? How? He qualifies, he's good, he has all the technical expertise, but he is partisan. Like just I beg you. I beg
Yes,
you. When you
Igor.
have your
Be
turn.
careful with
when
that.
you have your
Okay,
when you have
I'm
your
quiet.
turn.
I'm quiet.
He is partisan. Okay. So now you come and tell the country that in your view, the court is packed with, partisan.
The Chamamba Enunti Dennis Miracle Abuaje wono and the same way night to Gemma when in some chofosha education como. Yet the more air core in some fruit and they dear district chief executive our a sutifi north I war a half mantem no one also a young monyam for Hafiz Dauda a de bell one also a dear betuja watch him say Cecia dear a sports stadium Kessia womo esi wohono umabom humodi esi ni area umeshe ama sporting activities no akoso wo ye papa esan se sa media we ya womo eye project we esu ye papa no mu chese minerals commission womo anombom humodi e fund sa project kesi we ya Cecia de nyankopon adum womo di ni nia aba na ewie ye ne mra eye onmonyam for the bell ekopie mu e wo hono ana wodin semu na etudwa wo chem se sia project we mwawie no wo mo behwe ama sports no akoso wo hoye papa ye nkoda ane obi bia na nige sports no wo mo behwe epegem se ne be ya wo mbehye mu kina semu ana ononyamfo eye the bell wode etu edwa
we say amount funds of us a source of employment, generating revenue to communities in the countries and individuals in the assembly. And so sports is one of the areas try to say it may develop for the talent of citizens or more interest in sports and the stakeholders in now. The first almost see Mineral Development Foundation TV by BC's facility with my sports stadium with my Uma handle banner. Assembly no any DHA said the SEC now yet me put into good use. Now I had to be active. And the probe here now and I'm way between say a better it may see here now yet me engage stakeholders and so no officially no. Yeah, ABA sports stadium now community in district need now it may access to this place. Sports no etimi akoso na promote in the Stephen district na dem paso abegi na that's it say assembly no veterans and they say sports committee you know me na be engagement be on plans assembly to the stakeholders na from that place.
Ewusia for enunti some way and on munyam for the bell one so what the two dwema won nsem for a share twetwen komo ye gina ne nsem so na ye twa ye ho akwaje aboa from kra to abaye ba nsem no dodo na ana ye de beto aso e de amount.
Yo, I'm for and I am Makwaba at the bar, a KFM musical shopper. You told me, no, who free a Kumasa Macom that Damono, a sunny at the bar at Dumino, Sabran Udu, a Sambra Junction, a Sambra Hotel, Quantana Sope. Now shop no any Sambra Hotel and the Dinsha anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel, a woo sunny at the cop, Nankane and Hagan Hono, Annie, a hawk and a KFM musical shop. Ye tosu mienu ye bie ne foforo na de e kan ne se emfidie papa etimiche de wode ya sorry de wode goro agoro ahodo duma de bia wode obehia eye mfidie mekire musical instrument bia no eye KFM ento wo se Ghana muntie Asanteman muntie eye KFM musical shop ana sabre ya bie ne foforo mu no chan e wo Prempeh the 2nd Street. Ufri old man come down na wo sane ede ko adum no ane udu Sambra Hotel kwantane so na wa dane on sanifa so oho ana KFM musical shop yi ewo ye ne Sambra Hotel ana ehwe animo ye twa abrebia
General Messi se be ya proud ana se me ye dwa be free Kumasi adum KFM instrument store Obi bisa say bo men fo dia what to no woni si da wo de niam papa e gina wonim na wo to no say yes wo to no bibi aka wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi Adum se mi gyina ho na me to no ma bi timi nya ahomeka fi se mfidi papa mu anim na mi gyina no wo betro ye ko ma ya do se kana twa nanka kana wu ensamfu ayi
Medo bena mi Ghana duko do ajakle ho duko kata. Mi echo nyanyi ade vena mi cho Talent Microfinance Limited gajadopa. Mi e wona susu savings, adishare, school buafo, cashback, ple bubua okata. Nenyebe egajom de mi agbo la leti eto megbeko ateun aho gadodo. Kenenyebe egajom vivi la nenyebe o gahia ola atenwa ava de ogai kene hia fa.
Tanenyebe mi foncho mi afa jomu yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church finance elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, eye bubo li kenye personal loan. Nenyebe mi foncho business loan a enye gadodo ikemye nana asichalao. Nenyebe washigba keke alum eleswe we have talent. Mi pepegede nwo nenye wo shigba lesua ne woge wo kekegede ji to talent pomo nuome nenye be mi fonchu mi afa salary loan a enye gado mo wike mi vuna mi afa jirudu $1 nke ga nyu he ya va talent wo pay slip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na kokko ho salary loan le rate nwe to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji vufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe kekeake mie flegeno na nohem v choji nto jinwade vare kwereka mpopo kai ganyu heya talent kuna kpo heya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobobwe nanu akpenanu
etibe ya nyafi ke talent la
Talent Microfinance Jengo Amegan Shipe Ape Latina Tejibo Hotame.
Miape Kapomoye 050-129-1298. Allo 050-128-9119. Talent Oga Kwamanu Banta.
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Usienda se eno breno adaji audio FM ye KFM TV eso si etwa ye wo fidie no egusu adaha it was nsem so ene nyumeti mi edi amaudi a eyora Fred Kefuma ono eye dwemtineni edema Greater na Arts and Crafts Dealers Association me do ka say die woni nsentwefo hia twetwe nkomo enumu no de to menumu chese Oba ya accent ahwa ehiansi esi ma papa ankomo hwesen campaign for be de sefata e de amom nenso no emfinhia pimpim bebre na ya aban dada crowd no sorry face so emfinhia wotwe bo hye ne de omo hye omo bebre ye be esi nsu be si ne omo ehu hwe enne nam so amasese ne manko ya buildings ahudo nyina na tete apansa mampanyifo anhwe no manye bibia amfa ho a ahwe de oyele pa ene beba nsam ni nchemu a odmonya for Fred what they etuja any.
Former government told us that they want to give us some place because of the marine drive project. They give us some place to build for us. But up to now, 8 years now, always they will give us front to back, front to back. But now we are praying for the government to help us to give us the proper place, to give us a good structure for our works.
Adeshimamba ye de mo air consent for mo enwumre dia ye de mo kopie mo e wo takwa eye aboso Breman Junction na amanebo a efi ho oba ne se eya driver for any nipa dodo na omo ho no e de abetudwa wom chem se ade okopie mo ho a eye posifuo bi ayom ho eku na omo ebegu ho ade chi anopa bi a na wo mo junction na omo ebegina en de se oye driver ni o se wutwi okada o se wutwi bicycle na omo eja na omo apemfum so kitu ebi e de egina o en de na sika kakra na omo age e de efi ho eno ana driver foi eni nkofo echem se sade we akoso wo ho acha a eno eya ade a e ha omo ye papa pesa se ma driver from po entimi nya asumdwe enya adwenpa enfa nya edwuma sanse wo coin na wo na need aso se obi ekwaji ni ska wo mo che se sa posifoi ade a wo mo begina ho ache no mo she sa de we ase no enye ndeba wo maka kamia ye sempenifo enka ho hwi na se si ade wo mo yi obi bia astute se sei ana ekoso wota kwan no ntim penifo ntwomuni enfa embehwe wo.
You see, Ghana, these are the nonsense that we are facing. This is Aboso. Yeah, Aboso, Takwa Aboso in the western region. A junction go to a certain village called Blemai. You see, once the MTTD are on the road, I think when you go, let me say, 50 meters, you will meet the MTTD. Every morning you will see the policemen also come and park at the junction, that Blemai junction, collecting money from the motorbikes and the drivers, including the tricycle, that is the Pragya or whatever they call. Ghana, we are the cause of our problems. You see, we are the cause of our problems. Some motor riders will get there and they will be like, oh, today I don't have money. Or what the policemen will do is that they will just off the motor engine and take off the key. Till the time that you get that 5 CD or 10 CD for them. So, are we building a country or we are building a hell? What is wrong with us, Africans? Especially my country, Ghana. This is so hell. You see, instead of them to go there and go and do the right work, look at what they are doing, always chasing money. Ghana police. And then a yamu. Some of our policemen, and our policewomen, they are becoming a big disgrace to the court of law. They pay you people. They give you a better accommodation. They pay your light, they pay your water, everything.
Ebusente atoye manteme no aboso de ekoso ewo bremine ne mpotemu na timemu ni bi ha no ono ankasa yi ne phone na eni wotwa de ekoso nyina no eno de beton fra me mai nei wetimi enye bia hwe ma me free ho na me nto ansem ne so fan concept from mu entimi fa ma ode a ene de obepie mu o man Ghana ha ye wo bebre na sebio nyame a che omo nimde ne nyanse ba ne homesua omo nimde pa na nso na kasika ai no ya aka de ba ne se homesua ho nsem no betimi akọ nanimo no mu nyantete a eya na atoba ha atosini e de amomo enu ne nam so ama otumfo se to otosumi no educational foundation no me no ka say de nkofo be se eduanan wotwe a omo ye brilliant banidi wayo madoye ni nyina na chese ba no eye nurse adusuan yi bia wo de omo kwa akohye mu fa mekwa omo ntua kapre bakora ne no mu eno omo chemse ni nyina ne se ne betimi abo ama omo so enya homesua ho mfa so no ene nam so ama otumfo se to otosumi no ni educational foundation no ometimi to anamokesi ai no etiseye ne koso ewo Brim North municipality na numu na municipal chief executive de ma Brim North onmunyafo Hakim Entry Abdul watch seseni empanyifo adwene omo ho mo akwenyen mo nsensi from da botaiti through any afin so sika omo di ahyemu no mo manenye kwa na emom no mo fanto makoma pono so no musua de yese be ya o betimi ahye omo nyina animunyam.
So this is Utumfo Foundation. Oboa
ema yankwala nso a omo betumi enya adesua mo ntitiye no eno so etumi ade aba. So we receive a letter from the office of Otumfuo Foundation ewo Kumase ampeni ampa soma nkofo nso ye den ekohwe ye mo hu se nursing training omo ma scholarship a nkwala betumi akọ school ye den akwakwaje ntitiye. Quickly now we have to come down and mobilize the youth more nursing training more than acquire nyame ada Roma enyankwara bi akomo mako interview amo mako famu ama bibia eko omo konso ya sign nipa mo ne omo yeden ekoye onko nyame adom bibia yeden ayeboko enche bia omo babeko na as district no yenso yesi ye frɛ wo omo na ye mo advice omo kono omo be kokko mpoto omo ho aboa na ade a omo de enti aye omo ko no omo konko sua de na daachi na nkasa na omo matumi ayeden e de abo omo bra ni nyina ya de sua enti no omo enko no omo ko de omo nko sua de na daachi no omo so etumi enya bibia frem de abo omo bra
enso ye hye omo bo se school na ye ko no e omo se ye free ba ye ko yire ye ho asua ade na ya timi ade anuom nyanhye no esan de aba e de abrem north constituency
eye meni JP se menya akonye se me so meko Otumfuo Foundation nursing training college na ansa na no me pese me nda ye mpanyimfo ase a omo ma me sa akonye ama yenso ye timi akwa feda ye education na ye timi ababe ye beneficial ama ye society any nation wide na me sanso da Otumfuo Foundation so ase se wa ma yen scholarship ya ma yen no ma yen ni bi nso wa ma ye da ye so wa ankanhye na ya mbeda ne burden ama society
mamba anything same way anna impenifo editu dwa ne school fo ya wo mo enya akwanya ede wo ho kodom e Otumfuo Foundation wo mo de tu dwa e ho saye to ansem ne so ede mo ekopie mu ansem fofom dia ede mo kopie mu e wo eye important dia e wo shama ebuisi ananchaban na abeto dwa se eye Father's Day celebration ye course so e wo o my Ghana ha say no eno ana mo che se okopie mu wo ho a sa krom yensen ya eye mentime ho asibi e course wo ho ande mbebu na wo mo no wo mo di hihye so ho na enya asem ketu akra eno ana mo che se sisi asa attention no asan ama ne ho mi so ye papa e wo ho se no anna shama municipal eye chief executive officer ho Paul eye dentu enso e de abetudwa wo chem sisi ade wo mo hwe ama asumje mapa etimi epie mu e wo ho sa ne nsem a wo di tudwa eni.
So yeah, it's true that something happened in terms of disturbances in parts of Shama, part of Abuisi, and part of Ujaba. When people are reporting, they talk about the fact that it is the whole area that is facing. There are very few people who are engaging in that, and the police are on the ground. We are all on the ground. Some of the interventions that we are putting in place, that we've started meeting some of the communities. We met with the people of Shama and Apo. That was on Monday. We met Bentil people. We also met with those around the castle. Yesterday, we proceeded to Abuisi and met all the whole of the community, including the elders and then the chief. We spoke at length, and then now tempers are down. We also came to Inchaban. For Inchaban, I came with the Honorable MP and then the regional police commander. So I think for now everything is fine. People are casting insinuations that some people are dead. Some are saying 2 people are dead, 3 are dead. Honestly, nobody has lost his own life in this case. And I think our securities on the ground, they are making intelligence. Those that are involved, those who are orchestrating it, shall be brought to book. So
Ebusiento ansem ne son concern for FOMO and Fama Odia on for Alexander Chumberima on a deputy director, general in charge of enforcement, control, and offense elimination. Ewa Ghana Narcotics Control Commission, Michelle Cockage, my Konacha Sasya, a share edi a nuboni ho ejedia, and non send fatan or this uncle for igna famra crime so brown no maso one page in a numu. And on Munyan for 2 measures, as see idea bamboo my reading day or more anymore. So be I bet you was our kind so dear. And man will be dinner, you send your send a fast and ain't beer and a sweat spot or much uncle for cobia, any new bonny or muso, not just the best and 90 kg. I know your cocaine on qua. wɔn so ɔsan nkɔfo yi mu ɛno kyerɛ sɛ sisi ano many abrɛsɛ krodom so mo yɛ adwuma nti obi ebeso mu ne deɛ ɛma no ni bedi sɛnea ɛsɛ na ɛfata no nya fortune ne nkyerɛ mu ɛne ne nsɛm ahodoɔ no yɛnto aso no
do ne ba no sɛ wonim sɛ nyinti wode ba mpa na do di atete but we will come after you as assurance de bia medema so wo si wunyae ne ton no wunyae so be import ba we will use every radical means to look for you and get you. And I can tell you, there are a lot of intels on our tables we are working on. And we will go after them one after the other. It doesn't matter who is behind you and what image you are covering. We will come after you. The one person near Benyano, any pharmacy that we meet, you intel about you. So you are selling red. You lock up your pharmacy. And you lace up with the pharmacy council. They have given us the full assurance that they are ready to support us in that fight. So you close down your pharmacy. Your license, they have assured said they are going to revoke, and they revoke it. And we will also take you to the law vigorously or thoroughly. Into one person you be a problem. Now who you be? What can be free India? What can be free infants or the bar? Stop it before it's too late. Because when you get you, no amount of phone call will get you out. Your quarter by no money baby and numbio. Yachi will be a maybe answer question. Oh, but I was saying, over my baby and Numsana was it Debbie? To no Tony Musa into man number was oh, but the Omatongon.
Drug addiction is one disease that affects every area of our lives, from archaeology to zoology, road traffic accident, rape, armed robbery, diseases, what have you, child abuse. Drug addiction has its mouth in all aspects of life, unless, of course, somebody can tell me that addiction does not affect a particular area. It affects everywhere. When you go and you do retrogressive studies in HIV/AIDS, a majority of the people who are using, who are suffering from HIV has some history of substance use disorder. That is why it is very, when you go to tuberculosis, when you go to strokes, when you go to kidney, renal failures and the rest, where you're having younger boys and girls having renal failures, kidney problem, it is secondary to substance use. They are mixing concoctions to lead to aphrodisiac effects. So that is one area. And I think Narcotics Control Commission is doing well, but they need, like my colleague said, they have to increase the number of participants. They have to do more trainings, and they can do that if they have the funding. So we are calling that funding should be made available, and then there should be more trainings.
Addiction is a disease, and that they that are the addicts are living with us in the communities. We are trying so hard to shove them away, but at the end of the day, it's the community that suffers.
Adeshimamba ya demo concern for mu enyu media small scale miners awo mo ewa santemantem e dia betu jo mo chese aban operation hot tosu mienu a ya deploy mo se o mo kwhwe magalamsi a yekoso no etu ntwa no eno anna illegal miners amu santemantem e chemu se sankofo kwaya o mo fa so o mo de yes ha de we enye kwan papa san se wo mo ba ende mo machines mo no ma mo de ye galamsi no ma be fa dodo na ebu a no machine no ma ye ni sei wo ma to atwene no ana Maame Esi chemu se kwan ya omofa so ye no enye kwan papa na emum ka wo se omotimi yi omaso tere se o ebiende ye ba na ebesizi mu no ma na omo so mu kwan ya ombefa so a wo mbetoto omo no ma afa enu nti wo mo stress abanhwe na sa military personnel si wo ne omo nkasa na kwan ya wo mo fa so a wo mo eye sa de we no entwa yie enfa mo wo mo sem a wo mo di tu dwa enye
ni so adu hunu se obeboa ye dwuma no task force aban ati and now I can say more air harassing the members by seizure and also more exercise in Fidia. And Fidia be all crana in this site a duma. I be more cry a jumana or more air non crata air day a walk. Now the Eka actually buying any say I'm shiny here a choir a bind that no or they small scale miners for fast so. I am Sano or Shay a lot of votes in the various mining areas. No, Yanshini here, Nasa and able to Abaya Wabe. Ninani say, before so about Shay, Bosse, obey boy, Amay Jumano, Etumpong. Now, dear Enyano, we ye a day, if you. nti ye de enim say fine galam say ade e nyina no yen support say ye nsuo ni en sase essay but nipo o ne nkrata o ye n'edwuma a ne excavator esi fie mpo a on start edwuma no sa nipa ne enkofa ne excavator na yen fa anye de enko excavators bebre na no mpo netu amna egugu a we need these machines to cover these pits. It machines na yasesa de akono aba besa ko bobo sia foforo na ode aba na yasa de excavator foforo akokata amna ne so ana edwuma wei afa nipa bia chen aba edwuma bia edwuma wei 2024 ye produce 151 ton no contribute to 45% of total gold production of this country afa nipa bebre amebunu bebre na sebe omu depending on aban a sebe omu ye de nipa o say nsuo ni nsase aban eso akọ won so a ye ni problem demom yenu ma ya boka akoto ye excavators a ekuta ye nkrata de besra aban on fa hyehyɛ bopa megu akwam na ye nyina ye mboa no na se hyehyɛ ne o ma ni wi a ye nyina yetumi aye adwuma na ye kra ya boa mamboyfo
Mesia ensemo na soafo hwesa aso ye ho eyo nmonyamfo hari na Idrisu na enumu no dia sodwa chemu say ye technical and vocational education and training na ye TVET no mpanyifo ehwe animu sese ne o maka to ho no sika esefata no mu de bepia ahyemu se be ya ye mebuna hodo mu hiansa no dwuma beboa ama metimi akọ manimu abrabo mu no wo metimi di ahyema bibia no etimi akoyi na akoto na sansemwe ye swearing in the TVET won mo menya ntete nsa adwumedie na se no eho no gyina simpie ni apaso de sa rehemu nsemwe ekoma obia.
I've assured the country that I'm working towards a dedicated TVET fund, which is the most promising approach to support sustainable financing of TVET in diverse contexts. The proposed national TVET fund in Ghana reflects international best practice and is adapted to the Ghanaian context, which will align with our perspective and all the stakeholders in that sector. I don't want to sound repetitive. I just need to walk to cabinet and see how I convince the president and other cabinet colleagues for a dedicated fund in TVET. But given my background, I won't be surprised that I'll get support. I still recall in 1997, 1998 with Professor Bequine, I got it right, when we struggled telling government then to establish GET Fund. Those who bought into the idea today know what that has done. Within the same conviction, I trust that when we do the TVET Fund, we will assure technical and vocational education of a dedicated financing source. And as I've indicated, that probably may even support the national apprenticeship initiative of the president.
Adeshima ben semwe ana onmanyam for Haruna Idrisu wono so wodi tudwemra woni nsɛmtwe for etwetwe nkomo yademo eto ansɛm ne so akonsɛm fofom dia ende ana Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebon homoden ekohia eyesikeni ba kwan ne wo san bone homoden se ba ne se yen yiska mbo bi ana se yen fa kwan bi so mbo ebua wo bone homoden Bill Gates ana meka ne ho asemi ende ana John Dramani Mahama ebon homoden ekohia no ewo eye Brussels ai wo Belgium no wo muchem se wo mukohia se na be ya eye wo high level meeting e course no eye Vaccine Alliance Plus session no enunti ana mampani John Dramani Mahama ebon homoden ekopie mo ho a eno de woni Bill Gates ekohia ya muchem se wo mbebo homoden abo ama Ghana ene aman bebre na eye wo mapomuden ene wo health sector no etimi ejina ne nan so ye papa e de amom enunti mampani John Dramani Mahama kwana kopie mo e wo Belgium no Bill Gates ana obon homodi ekohia na omodi hihye pa ene no mapa egu kwam se na be ya continent dodo na wo betimi ahwe na wo mo aboansem we ana wo mode abetudwa e wo hosa
ebusayin na so na yincha ye hosima bra sisia ye ba ye ko ejedi nsemu e de ama Ebusian to us we dread ensemo enfama o dia dwemteneni edema the National Democratic Congress NDC amenu kono eyon munyafo Johnson esi edon ketia na na hotedi ankofo di nimsi e de freno General Mosquito me no ka say na due yaboni din se board chairman ama Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority na no aye ni gidi ensem aye asem kese pa ama no anya asem keto akra na numu na dwumedie na due course na chesensem ahodo ne niam ahodo bebre na na etimi etwegu me no ka say de ye Professor Ransford Jampo no ye acting CEO edema Ghana Shippers Authority ono so ka ye ko ihu bia omba behwe ama ye port ahodo no ensem kan no etimi edim dwumedie no sene ko ye nyina ene due ni ntwa ho fonyini kakra enfam
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
To the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
And I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana.
And I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of Ghana.
And that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Afanunti Johnson asiedun ketia ana de brekese we wo mode akọ ede amane de mo eto ansem so akonsem fufoma we dwedi nsem dia eye Chief Executive Officer edema Youth Employment Agency eye Malik Basentali wono anende dwe wone Ghana Ministry of Youth and Sports akọ inshema omochem se wo mo ebehwe ama football ewo my Ghana hano etimi akọ nenim na eye mbebu na wo mo nije eye bobo no wo mo soso wo betimi ama makoma so ade ene wo mo dayeson etimi abemu amomo se ne be ya impepi na wo betimi etukwan akobi man so akosi akan ewo se nunti wone eye Ministry of Sports ebeye nkabo se ne be ya wo betimi ahwe aboa ama Ghana ya gudie hu nsem no ebetimi ejina ne nan so na asa konenim ede ama nunti Malik Basintali wono soso ne nsem awode abetudwa ene yejina so na yada ne ye hu sima abaye ba ye de nsem no ekwa ni jedie
Nigeriamo and Fama dear high life artist Kwame Eugene Hwasem na making rockstar one in some chef chichim common senema hudo or femu I name young to a jumana cone nidia church ashata or my Ghana hanging and no chim say bra or share young to us and your name mo copia mo ewe ye voter a mantemu nache say from mantemu na making nam so and my your coy send your mamma near your mamma a mamrenity no wofa so bebre na na boa no mo free from mantem free free ho ba ye mantam fofrom no boa e ma na nyum to adwuma na etenetene ye nei na nim to adwuma na timi akọ na nimu ankofo bebre na ba be hu no e na afin so sene wotimi to nwom no adan so kra wona fefo mu ntinchemu ne nsem a wode ka ho ne nsem afoforo bi no eni
Mami, wait. You came back from Volta.
Yeah, as soon as I came
and
back,
all these things were just
things just started changing for me.
Why? What did you do in Volta? What? Kwame. Eugene Mafo. The gospel artist. Sometimes when I'm there, I see maybe a post on social. Somebody goes to bring something like that out.
I'll be there and I don't do. Eugene Mafo will just pop up. Minister Eugene Mafo.
Yeah. Were you a minister?
I'm still a minister of God. I'm still a minister of God.
Tell me about it.
So the transition started with, I started from the church. The church taught me every single thing that I know how to play the piano, to the guitar and everything. The church actually taught me. So what happened was, after senior high school, I was schooling tertiary and I was still doing the music. I was playing drums for the church.
Okay.
And I was still doing the music thing, but the push wasn't there like I'm getting the push now. I mean, the push wasn't there like I had the push after MTN Hitmaker.
Okay.
So there was no push. I was singing. Some church elders used to say, "Oh, yeah, do me bani baba why? Yeah, but you was here." Yeah, and you even show up, you go and sing, and then J 20 fafa. You understand? And so it was that hard in the church till some time ago. I had a friend who took me to Volta region.
Volta?
Yes, so we were in Volta region for some time. And as soon as I came back from Volta region, all of a sudden, everything just changed like that. As soon as I came back from Volta region, I joined MTN Maker. I was big. After MTN Maker, I was second runner-up. After second runner-up, I was signed by Links Entertainment. Links signed me. I took Song Artist of the Year, from Song Artist of the Year to New Artist of the Year, New Artist of the Year to Artist of the Year to me. So after my
Eusansi Kwame Eugene eno no na no bi sem ni ma hodo ofam ni nyum to adwuma ni wa ba bedu sam pempen so eno na wo de etu dwa ye gina so na nsem ahodo eboabo no na nyume besom ni nyina no ye de aba ewie ye e de amasanse ye bre no enya aso asedan confirm Maame FM Musical Center Talent Microfinance na afin so dada ba tech up sansa wonom eno obuni musika eso ya sema ede nsem ahodo ni besomo o monkasa mfonyini no eso ena enwumi akenkan fo no eye Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia mejeso many
ma ye mu ina asese mo jebre ehwe ni osi ye ma mu ina ancho